Have you ever prayed, really prayed for a breakthrough, for clarity, for a miracle, and felt nothing happened? What if I told you that God did answer, but the answer didn't come the way you expected? Today, I want to show you that God often answers prayers, your prayers, with an idea. Let's talk about it. When we pray, we often expect God to move in big, visible ways. We want lightning bolts, signs, open doors, instant miracles. And yes, sometimes God does work that way. But more often than not, God whispers. He puts a thought in your heart, an idea that you just can't shake, a solution that comes to you in the stillness or even in a dream. It may seem small, but it's divine. God answers your prayers with direction, and that direction usually comes as a God given idea. Now, let me take you on a very short and quick trip through the Bible. Think about Noah. Noah was a man, if you know his story, who set himself apart, who separated himself from the evil happening around him during his time. He prayed to be saved, and God gave him a blueprint for an ark. And that is an idea. God didn't give him a ship in the sky, but an idea, a plan to save the world, the entire world, to save his family, to save every living thing during his time. That was how God chose to answer Noah. Or Moses. Let's consider Moses. He asked for deliverance for his people, and God gave him what? A strategy, an idea to go speak to Pharaoh, to stretch out his staff, to lead. And at that time, remember that the children of Israel were also praying and crying to God to save them from the hands of the Egyptians. And God did that through Moses by giving him an idea. God used that idea to save them. They had a role to play also. God didn't just pick them up in one day, deliver them, and drop them in the promised land. There was a process. He gave them an idea. And as they kept unfolding that idea and that plan, that was how their deliverance came. Even Jesus, when the 5,000 were hungry and needed food, Jesus didn't just make food fall from heaven to feed them. He asked, "What do you have?" And he turned that small idea, 5 loaves and 2 fish, into a miracle. God moves through ideas, and he still does up to today. He is giving you an idea. What is that idea you have in your heart? What is that nudge in your spirit? That is a God-ordained idea to you. So if you've been praying, waiting, wondering if God hears you, check your heart. Has an idea been stirring in you? A thought you keep pushing away? A burden that won't let you rest? That may be your answer. It might look ordinary, but when it's from God, ordinary becomes supernatural. Once you start putting it into action, it becomes a supernatural idea. It becomes an idea that sets you on the path of success. Start writing that book. Start that business. Call that person. Go back to school. Launch that ministry. Apply for that job. That little spark, that's God saying, "I heard you. Now move with this idea I've given you." Here's what I've learned. God doesn't just give us what we pray for. He gives us the seed of what we prayed for. It's in the idea. It's in the vision. It's in that notch in your heart. Your job, don't miss it. Don't wait for a bigger sign. God trusts you enough to give you a piece of his plan, in the form of an idea. Now trust Him enough to act on it. So the next time you pray, stay open. Keep an open mind, not just for an answer, but for an idea. Because that might just be the way God is answering you. You don't need a miracle to move. You just need faith to follow that idea. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who's been praying for a sign and comment below, what has God placed in your heart lately? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss more videos like this. See you in the next one.